Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm the Formal Report Coordinator for Team Hexagon's Business Information Systems and Communications project. Our team is comprised of some wonderful individuals: Katie, who is our project manager, Mike, our web designer, Kaylee, our research coordinator, Cassidy, our presentation manager, and Will, our graphic designer. We have bonded together to develop the highest quality product through innovative teamwork and enhanced research methods. We will deliver an end product that will not only meet instructor expectations, but ensure that those expectations are exceeded.
Data warehousing is defined as a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, non-volatile collection of data that serves as a physical implementation of a decision support data model and stores the information on which an enterprise needs to make strategic decisions. Simply, it is a way to collect and store data. Every bank transaction, every phone call, and every product sold represents data that businesses collect. You can imagine how quickly information can grow to unmanageable proportions. Data warehousing makes managing such large amounts of data possible. This virtual system facilitates the collection, organization, and storage of data from daily business transactions. It helps remove barriers that information spreads across multiple servers, allowing employees to access and use data more effectively and efficiently. Other uses and advantages include decreasing processing time for data retrieval and storage, a user-friendly environment in which only a small amount of knowledge regarding database technology is required for the upkeep and maintenance of that system, expedited creation and maintenance of queries and reporting by technical personnel, creation of clean data sets that other systems may be measured or compared against in order to reduce registry and retrieval errors, and the storage of transactional data from a longer span of time that can be reasonably stored within a traditional transaction processing system. Data warehousing provides an enterprise with searchable virtual transactional memory, while data mining provides the enterprise with the intelligence required to retrieve relevant information. Data mining is defined as a processing using sophisticated data search capabilities and statistical algorithms to discover patterns and correlations in large pre-existing databases. Simply, a way to discover new meaning in data. It allows businesses to use the data that has been collected to make proactive and knowledgeably founded decisions. It allows companies to predict future trends and market behaviors and discover previously hidden correlations and relationships amongst the organizational data. It provides a means for extracting information from a company's various databases and reorganizing it with relevant framework. It also helps a business to identify trends and patterns in order to leverage information, enabling the more refined creation, new opportunities, and/or value for their organizations. Data mining's ability to recognize patterns assists in the detection of fraudulent activities, protecting a business's customers from their theft or wrongdoings. To be successful in data mining and warehousing, you will need a few things. The first piece of equipment needed is a POS machine. POS, or point-of-sale machines, are nothing more than cash registers at retail stores that take payment for a good or service. Consumers buy a good or service with cash or credit, and the POS machine processes the purchase. All businesses have an accounting portion that handles employees' salaries. In addition, accountants use the information gathered by POS machines to predict future trends in the market through marketing information. A computer software program to collect and organize consumer information is very useful. This software allows the customer name and location, contact information, and personal information to be easily managed. Statistical studies and surveys are helpful for companies to get a real-life poll about what consumers want. Instead of looking at what people have bought, surveys and studies are used to figure out what people would like to see in the future. These results are then passed on to the sales force. The sales force is the portion of the business responsible for selling products and services. Supply chain management databases are what oversee the transition from the time of production to the point of purchase by a consumer. After all the data is collected from many different areas, the next step is to consolidate it into one specific location. Thanks to software, this process is largely automated. International Business Machines, commonly known as IBM, has a very popular software program referred to as Cognos that puts data from many places into one single location. Oracle is another consolidation program that allows stores in the information once collected. Once stored, data needs to be searchable. SAS OLAP allows managers easily to search vast amounts of data for specific trends. Data warehouses are usually huge rooms with many servers in them. These servers have the sole purpose of housing all the collected data until it is needed. Data marts are subsets of servers designed for specific purposes. These are generally much smaller and require less space than server rooms. Strategic data marts store all the calculations that have already been done by the integration software. Standalone data marts are designed to handle one subject area instead of many. While warehouses store all types of information, integrated data marts house information on one specific area in the whole server. Cognos, Oracle, and SAS multitask. Not only do they consolidate the data, they also translate the data into usable information. Data means nothing if you can't understand it, and due to these software programs, it is a much easier task to achieve. After all the data is collected, consolidated, housed, and broken up into specific uses, the business is able to utilize the data. Managers analyze the data, use it to project what is coming next, and how to plan for the future accordingly.
The benefits of data mining and warehousing are undoubtedly beneficial to a company. It proves Ralph Waldo Emerson's statement, "There is no knowledge that is not power." I'd like to now open the floor for questions. Yes, Mike?
I have a question. During the presentation, OLAP was mentioned. Can you go into a little more definition about that?
Absolutely. OLAP is an online analytical processing software, and what that means is that the user is able to produce multi-dimensional databases. This is in contrast to OLTP, online transitional processing software, which only allows the user to produce data in two-dimensional databases. The other advantage of using OLAP is that the user can pull information from multiple sources rather than with OLTP where they're limited to using two sources.
Thank you very much. That answers my question.
You are so welcome, Mike. Kaylee?
Yes, Ashley, how in your opinion is the technology money well spent for our company?
Well, Kaylee, I think that despite the initial investment and how it can be slightly costly, the advantages of having the data mining software give you a knowledge of your target market that you couldn't establish elsewhere, and it also allows you to recognize data patterns in a multidimensional manner, and therefore you're able to make more accurate projections and effective business decisions.
Thank you. That was really good.
Cassidy?
One of the main concerns with our company would be privacy. With data mining and data warehousing technology, does our company still have the same level of privacy that we had before?
Yes, Cassidy. The privacy setup for data mining and data warehousing software is the same as that of any other type of security for any software that your company may be using. We have taken a lot of measures to protect the information, and as long as those are used and implemented effectively, you shouldn't run into any issues, as long as you keep in mind that the market must know you are collecting such information.
Thank you.
Katie?
In your presentation, you mentioned both data warehouses and data marts. Is there a difference between those? If so, what is the difference?
Yes, Katie, there is a difference, and that is that the data warehouse is the large component where all of the data is stored, and the data mart is a subcategory in that data warehouse. Now, the data marts can be specified for specific uses such as sales or accounting, and that allows users to directly access that information. Some companies may even choose to separate their data marts onto other servers for faster processing speeds. However, that is sometimes costly.
That's very informative. Thank you.